So this is interesting. World of Breath. It's the VBros at Kiss 108. Sold out Jingle Ball, and Ryan Tedder's with us from OneRepublic, and he said he's nervous for this interview right now.
I'm super nervous, man. Yeah. Like my hands are sweating. Like almost dropped the damn microphone. I'm like.
So we were with our mom just before this.
True story.
So was I.
And we kicked her in the car to come hang out with you.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Mikey just stepped right over your comment.
No, I literally you gave me a layup. Thank you.
Mikey missed it. Completely missed it.
Yeah, that was a little awkward there. Can't believe we were both with her at the same time. Here's the deal. We're back to the Jingle Ball, man. You've accomplished so much over years, so many interviews. What is something that you're most proud of everything you've done?
Wow. Oh, you know what?
You think after that mom
Bro,
joke, huh?
after the mom joke, you're like full send. Okay. I would say still being like the fact that I would say the fact we're still doing Jingle Balls 18 years in means that we're doing something right.
Yeah, doing a lot of things.
We're doing a lot of things. For me, it's just like I like culture. I like music. I love it. I'm addicted to it. So for me, it's this constant cat and mouse game and staying ahead of it, catching it, being with it, and just making music that people want to live their lives to and go to concerts, graduate to, get married to, do other things to.
Yeah,
you know what?
Without my mom. Please.
Without your mom.
Yeah,
Sans mom. So that's really what it's about. And I'll do it till they send me home.
There you go.
There's always been a question. I've been a fan of your music for a while, and the question is, when it comes to writing music, how do you make that happen? Because everything you write is gold. It becomes a hit. Like, do you sit in a room and all of a sudden it just comes to you? Do you have a couple of shots of whiskey? Like, how does this happen?
And we're asking that because we're going to start a boy
This is
band.
great. Yeah, man, let's go. There's a couple of boy bands from Boston. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Some good ones. Whiskey. That's more like in Nashville. Like they'll crack beers at noon in Nashville. I can't day drink. I can on vacation. I'm terrible. Like I can't write and day drink. But. All jokes aside, the truth of the matter is you hear the hits. You don't hear the other, call it 150 songs I wrote that year that were good, but didn't go viral, didn't land a home. Some of them are hits, but they haven't come out yet. Yeah. So that's the truth of the matter is some of the biggest hits that have played on Kiss 108, for instance. Apologize, sat in my hard drive for 4 years. I could go I could go forever. Sucker was 18 months on my hard drive. That's What I Want took a year to come out with Lil Nas. St. McCrae Greedy, which is number one in the world right now.
Is there a song we're playing right now that you haven't written?
There's a lot, bro. I know it sounds like I've done it, but no, there's a lot. The truth of it is, the gap between a song not even being on an album versus coming out and being the biggest song in the world is one decision away.
That's kind of crazy.
It's the artist going. It's like. I played it for the Uber driver, and they were mid on it, and literally that will shift an entire album and an entire campaign, and the artist will ditch a smash because one person got in their ear that shouldn't have gotten in their ear.
Has there been? You've worked with so many artists, and since we're nervous here, we've been talking about my mom, and you're
sweating, man. Your mom's so hot. Let's keep going.
Is there one artist that has been a diva that you've worked with, and you just been like, man, I can't do this anymore with you?
Yeah.
Second question was gonna be who is that, but we might have to just shift.
Sure, second question is who is it? Man, I'll save that for the book. Man. That's there will be a point. I've given. You can't cuss on this race radio. So I have. You get the beauty of getting older is the amount of craps you give. Can you say craps? Get less and less as you get older. Some people are born not giving any. SZA, for instance, who's just I'm gonna do what I do. That's it. No craps given.
There we go.
There's got to be a better word than that. But, the older I get, the less I give. So I will reach a point at some point where I'm you know what? I'm just going to say it all. And then do the book. There's. I'll say this: the most successful artists in the world that I've worked with retain this crazy level of humility and curiosity. Yeah. McCartney is infinitely curious. Bono is the most yes, he's Bono, but he's the most humble person you could imagine.
That's wild.
You're nervous walking in a room with him, and then he makes you feel like a king. A king. Yeah. So then you have the worst is you have new artists who blow up on TikTok, and it's their crap doesn't stink.
Yeah.
So there's everything in between.
The nose is kind of like this.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that.
So we got to get you out of here, write more hits. So real quick, 18 years, you talked about it. Do you remember the very first time you heard your song or a song you wrote on the radio?
Yeah. It was J-Lo. Do It Well was the single. It was 2006. It was this is like a T-shirt. Like it was huge in Japan. Like it was a smash outside. It was a smash outside of America.
Yeah.
Like in 1 year, I had like J-Lo and Natasha Bedingfield with Sean Kingston. Love Like This. It was like '06, right before Bleeding Love came out, and so I had like a couple. I call them like mid-charting hits, and I remember driving through LA. Had Kiss FM on, obviously. And J-Lo came on, and she was J-Lo. It was 2005, 2006, and Ludacris opened up the record. Luda, and, like, did his whole thing. And so, like, I pulled over to the side of the road, and I was so hyped, I bought a Quiznos and, like, just passed out.
That's awesome.
It's amazing.
Well, thank you so much for coming by Jingle Bar. Appreciate you being a part of us. We ditched your mom just for you.
So did mine, apparently.
Yeah, no, so did I, man.
Hanging out backstage, Kiss 108's Jingle Ball, Dunkin.
Yeah.